Yes, guys, I'm Si. Welcome to Cardiff City World. Finally, we have 3 points and a really encouraging performance in terms of the teamwork, the determination, the balls that we showed. It's been missing. I thought there was signs of it on Saturday, and I thought we built on that. This is just a quick reaction because obviously with the Flower Hour tonight, they will talk about the game a little bit, and they're also doing a quiz. But I wanted to give my quick views as no breakdown podcast the day after the game, which is obviously the usual thing. Excuse my appearance, by the way. I am looking ropey. It's I've just been knee deep in editing, shall we say, and it's been a long shift. But yeah, let's talk about the game. Omar Risa obviously took over in Bullet's absence, and he's made a few tweaks, particularly in the way we're pressing, the shape. We look a bit solid. And look, I know we lost 4-1 on Saturday against a team, Hull. But I still felt there was not a lot of positives, that's an exaggeration, but I thought there was a few positives there. Some of the shapes that we played, the patterns, the pressing particularly. And we just got punished for mistakes. Now, incidentally, Joe Bagan yesterday, excellent against Millwall. The whole game was excellent. Made one mistake right at the end, just switched off once, which resulted in that backheel chance in the last couple of minutes, which obviously Alnwick saves. But that's the first time this season, or it feels like, that we've made a mistake and haven't been punished for it. So hopefully that's our luck turning, because the performance is definitely turning. I was really, really impressed with many players. Jack Alnwick in the last few games has really stepped up and shown why he should be the number one. Joel Bagan came back from his suspension, really showing that he can be a big part of this team. And then Goutas has come in. First and foremost, I was delighted to see him on the right and not the left-hand side of that central defence. And I thought he really put a shift in and showed that he can still contribute to this team. We've signed Fish, Darland, Chambers, three players in his position. So he must have been thinking, Jesus, what's going on? But he showed that he can be considered, and he should be considered. And with injuries at the moment, he's going to play. And if he can keep that level of performance, he is one of the few real leaders in that team, like genuine leaders. So that was really encouraging. I thought Chambers was better. I still think he's a little bit edgy, but that might be a confidence thing because the whole team is a bit edgy. So you might grow back into it as confidence grows. And I thought Perry NG showed some signs of the real Perry NG, the real player that we know is there. You know, the guy who on his day is one of the best right backs in the Championship. We haven't seen him for a while, and that's not a dig. We haven't seen the real Perry NG for a whole host of reasons, but it looked like him today. The shithousery was back, the aggression, the ball use, the touch to take it away from a player and play a pass. It was all there. Of course, he gets his goal. So fantastic. Alex Robertson is he's going to grow into, if he stays injury free in his career, he's just going to grow into a top class player. Simply beautiful to watch. Such a good footballer. Got a little bit of aggression about him as well, which I really like. Like I like that bit of aggression in players. I was impressed with Robertson again. I thought that might have been his best game in a Cardiff shirt. Absolutely everywhere. I know Sky, I think, gave the man of the match to Ruben Colwell, but I thought actually the spine of the team that started, Alnwick, Goutas, Robertson, Colwell, Robinson, I thought they were all excellent. Not to say that anyone else wasn't, but I just thought the spine was really superb. Alex Robertson, when you look at his heat map from last night and his average position, was literally everywhere. He almost covers the whole pitch, his heat map. Absolutely sensational. Really, really good. His accurate passes was not as high this game as what it has been on Saturday, but he also tried a few more dangerous passes, which I don't mind that too much. Had a couple of key passes, one shot off target, one over 50% of his won now 9 ground duels. Did lose possession 16 times. I expect that to improve as he goes. But again, a couple of those were like attacking passes, looking for that sort of final ball. So not too worried about that. And he drew some fouls as well. Joe Rawls, much better. Much better than he was on Saturday. Looked genuinely at it. Again, heat map pretty much all over the place. The one thing with Joe Rawls' heat map is this either side of the halfway line, but it's all across the pitch, everywhere. Whereas Robertson's is everywhere, including a bit further forward, which you'd expect because Joe is the holder in the two. 78% accurate passes. Expect that. Real good passer of the football. 3 key passes, interestingly. So he was doing really well. But ground duels won 7 of those. Aerial duels won 1. Again, lost possession a few times, but this is going to happen, particularly at the moment, because we're a team with no confidence. So maybe they're second guessing themselves a little bit. We're a bit jittery, but I thought for a team who hasn't got, he's got a point all season, has scored like a goal or 2 all season, I thought we played really, really well. Anwar El Ghazi tired a little bit in the second half. But the first half link-up play between Bagan, El Ghazi and Colwell was just pretty delightful to watch. Didn't quite produce like those clear-cut chances, but that will come the more these relationships build. And I thought El Ghazi looks like the guy, he looks like the guy who's going to start to really become a massive part of this team. And I'm so excited still by this team. Like, I look at it and I look at the players in the 21s and I'm like, we are going to cook soon. We got some great players coming through. But El Ghazi worked hard as well. Won 5 ground duels, 5 aerial duels. Generally, did good work as well as the attacking stuff. Accurate passes, 6 out of 10. Plenty of touches, did real well. He will only get better as he gets fitter, is the thing with El Ghazi too. Ollie Tanner, another one who did really well, came off with an injury, but played 80 minutes. His link-up play with Colwell, it seems like when Colwell has a particularly good game, he gets the best out of Ollie Tanner. Ollie Tanner, accurate passes, 14 out of 18. Plenty of dribbling attempts, 6 successful dribble attempts, 4, won a few ground duels, again, working hard. Interceptions, was fouled. It's all coming, it all kind of contributes to the overall team performance. I thought the team dug in, showed a bit of fight, and I was genuinely happy to see, because they looked like a team last night. They looked like they had that togetherness. And some of the things that have been going around recently, you don't think that's there. But on the pitch, they had that togetherness. They fought for each other. They fought for the badge. And what more do your fans want, really? Like, at the end of the day, for me, if the team is working hard for the badge and they're doing everything they can from a determination and work rate point of view, the quality will come because they're good footballers. It's difficult when you've got no confidence. The substitutes, Chris Willock played about 28 minutes. Didn't lose possession once, which is, he lost possession off a couple of shorter passes, but his key passes and accurate passes, 8 out of 8, 100%. Couple of dribble attempts, 1 successful, won 7 ground duels, worked really hard, interceptions, clearances. Everybody worked for each other, and I appreciate that. Jaco Mete, not his biggest fan. Was a bit confused why he was the choice and not Wilfred Kanga. But look, Kanga's had plenty of opportunities. Mate's been out. He worked hard. You can say that for 100%. Won a couple of fouls. Did lose the ball a few times, but he also won 10 aerial duels. One was up for 10 aerial duels. One. Yeah, look, not the one I would probably would have brought Kanga on myself, but I like his attitude and his work rate when he's in that mood. He was out trying to get everywhere. Rinamoto again, tidy. I don't buy into the same thing that maybe everyone else does, where they're like he's the sort of savior and he's going to come in and be the guy. But like I think he's a good squad player at the moment. When everyone's fit and firing, maybe he's the one who drops out. I don't know. But yeah, tidy, worked hard. And also, as Reese mentioned in the post-match thing on the vlog, he was out working with the subs because he only played 10 minutes. So when the subs did the warm down, he went and joined them. Not sure if he was the only one. I'm sure, Turnbull only played a couple of minutes. Can't really comment on that. It's unfortunate, but look, Ruben Colwill deserved that little ovation he got as he come off, because what a game by him. Oh, excellent. Ruben Colwill was real good. He drifted a lot down that right-hand side, but it worked for him, and he was really, really good. Accurate passes, 26 out of 30, which is madness for a number 10. Absolute madness. He won 4 out of 10 ground duels, which is pretty good for a 10. He did lose possession 14 times, but that's no more than anyone else in the team, which again is pretty good for a number 10. Made 4 out of 7 successful dribble attempts, which is a high percentage. He also had a few interceptions and won the ball back a couple of times. It's starting to come with him. I think he looks fitter and stronger. I know some people don't like XG and XA, but XG, expected goals, was up to 0.38 last night, and expected assists 0.14, which effectively means he's not far off where you'd want him to be, where he's grabbing, or his XG is getting up to around 1, and it's moving in the right direction is what I'm saying. But ultimately, what was the most pleasing is where we went in 1-0 half-time. Second half, we didn't just sit in and pray. We tried to score, and I thought we were the better side in the second half by far. It was a really solid performance. It wasn't like this glitzy, glamoury game of slick football. I get that. But we did what we needed to do. We got a goal from a set piece. Good to see us scoring from set pieces again. We worked hard. They stuck together. Goutas, your Colwells, Robertson, particularly, they were the three really for me who stood out. But Jack Alnwick has kept us in the game, kept us 3 points with that save right at the end off the back heel. Really good save, underrated save, because I know some will just say hit him, but he's got to be there and he's got to react. You see so many times it goes under through the legs or under an arm or something. Ultimately, it's 3 points. Cardiff City can take a lot of confidence, though, from the performance, particularly in the second half, because I thought we were by far the better team. And I think that can be something that they can really take into Bristol on Sunday. And it'll be very, very interesting if he goes with the same 11, because there was, Siopis is there to come in, although he wasn't on the bench again. So it'll be interesting. Good to see K. Pacquiao and Keane Ashford on the bench. Would have liked to maybe have seen Keane Ashford come on for Tanner, but I understand it, and I understand the thinking behind it. Rinamoto is probably a little bit more solid defensively on that right hand side, so it makes sense. But Omar Issa is doing a decent job at the moment, and straight away it shows that with different ideas and different tactics, this squad is decent. And the more El Ghazi and Ruben play together, the more excited I'm going to get, I think. But there we go. Make sure you tune into the Flower Hour later. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday, on Cardiff City World with Pan. We're going to pre-record that episode later today. And also check out Rhodri Gigs on Football on ACEpodcastnation on Thursday night as well, among other things. But the preview show Friday, the Flower Hour tonight. Join the boys and make sure you're subscribed, as we keep creeping up in the subscribers. Everything's going in the right direction, whether it's on the pitch, off the pitch, or the channel. Take care, my friends. I'll see you soon in a bit.